Welcome, Coaster Spotters, to part 3 of day 13 of the Europe Mega Trip. As always, this is Alex, and we have now moved over to Hellendoorn here in the Netherlands. This is a smaller park with 3 roller coasters, 2 Vekomas, and a Zaire, and looks like they have a really cool dark ride. So we're going to check all that out. Let's go on and continue the quest to 1,000 coasters. Only 4 more to go. We are just going to play it by ear. I don't know where the heck I'm going, but judging from this monorail line, this park is not slammed, thank God. I think the water park might be included, so that might be why it's not that bad. So yeah, we've seen these before and the line has been terrible. Yeah, we have about 2.5 hours to play with. I want to get to the last park with plenty of time to spare in case they stop selling tickets early. Alright, this looks like a nice park. I'm enjoying it more than the park this morning. So, looks like we have a dark ride over there. That's definitely a dark ride. Alright, we have a lot to do, a lot to check out, and I don't know where the heck we are. And oh, there's the coaster. Okay, so, Vekoma, I forget what they call it. I think a tornado model. I think it's just named after the model. It's very similar to what Knoebels had, except instead of a corkscrew at the beginning, it has a vertical loop. So I'm not even sure if it was taller or not. But, well, some things are not crowded. Some things are. Log ride, line's not too bad. Honestly, it's not that bad. The crowd's here. Slaghorn. Oh man, that place was just, I am so glad we decided to do that first. If I had gone with my original plan, that would have been a nightmare getting there. Oh man. But this looks fantastic. Look at this. I mean, not as good as Pasta Pond, but man, that's a heavy thing to live up to. And this looks like brand spanking new. I love the dinosaur on top. It looks great. It's a smaller model. You can see that the disc is not as big. All right, let's find the tornado. The Vekoma tornado, called Tornado. Very similar to what I remember of Whirlwind at Knoebels. So it's actually really fun to ride it, you know? Kind of brings back memories. The first drop felt identical. The turn after it felt the whole thing, except for the loop, obviously, it felt identical to Whirlwind. So that was neat. It was neat. I don't think I need to ride it again, though. That's a heck of a playground. Also, the guy operating it, he had one process, he had one speed, and he looked unhappy. The line wasn't all that bad, it was just a few train waits. So I just waited 10 minutes or so not bad. Okay, so this is not the one with the Vekoma Rapids ride, dang. That might be tomorrow. That would make sense. Wallaby Holland is like so many Vekoma rides. This looks fun though. If we have time, we'll hit this up. I'm more inclined to do Rapids rides these days than log flumes because Rapids seems a little bit more a little bit more unique. So, all right, well, there is another one of our coasters. I know there's an indoor dark ride somewhere, and man, I don't know. I am so confused with this park, and we're not going to be doing the rapids. Yeah, that line's pretty insane for the rapids. Okay, so we're probably going to skip the rapids. Looks like an Intamin. Looks fun, but unnecessary to really do. So, this is the coaster with the boulders on the front of the train that pretty much lock the view completely. Anyways, this is the same exact layout that we did at both plots indoors. So, we can actually see what it looks like, finally. So, Dunderstain. I feel like that must mean boulder. Look at the boulders! That is so weird. Weirdest theming for a train ever. Boulders, sure. Alright, so Dundersteinen, aka Rock Coaster. Same thing as that we did at Plopsa, indoor Plopsas. I don't know, the layout reminds me very much so of like Barnstormer or Woody Woodpeckers, but the Zaire version of it. It's not completely boring. The first drop actually has a little bit of whip to it in the back seat, so, but it's a credit. So it looks pretty nice. That theming is just so weird. Why rocks? I guess you gotta do some theme, and that's what they picked. We are not far from our next coaster, actually, and I'm really excited about this one. Rulerat. This is a Vekoma, but man, is it gonna be interesting. Check this out. We're just going to show you the entire process of getting into here. So, here we go. This is the indoor coaster. I believe there's actually one little section that's actually outdoors. I'll try to find that line. Oh, a little bit of a line. All right. We had about 25 minutes, and now the first weird thing is they have this little thing. It only allows a certain amount in. Let's see if we are allowed in. Ah, we make it in. Nice. All right, now the adventure really begins. Here's the one little outdoor section right here. Alright, so we are like literally going down into a sewer. There's water dripping down. And now we're like a sewer drain. There's some rats. There's water dripping everywhere. This is crazy. And now we're at the coaster. So this is so weird. We had to exit out this hole, like we're coming out of a sewer. Oh my god. That was different. So, history about this thing. So it opened in 1996, but originally the building housed a Flitzer that came from Adventureland in Iowa, actually. A custom design by Vekoma to fit the building. And to be honest with you, it feels a lot like a Flitzer. Imagine that. So it was fun. I mean, you had the sound effects, the theming. It was cute. I liked it, you know? Let's see if this dark ride is open. If it is, like, no one is riding it. All right, so I don't know what's in that building, but it sure isn't the dark ride. The dark ride was completely underground, and it was really weird at first because you were constantly spinning, like constantly rotating at a pretty much constant speed. So you had to like just your methodology of how you were shooting was a lot different. You just had to remember to, once something was kind of out of range, to look the other way. So that was fun. Really good scenes. Interactive dark ride. It was just weird how it's 4 seats, all back to back, kind of like some kind of weird spinning coaster or something. I liked it. Well, here's the slide park, as they call it. Probably one of the bigger water slide parks I've seen on this trip. Most modern stuff. This stuff looks like brand spanking new. If this isn't within the last year or two, I'd be very surprised. Looks like a lot of fun. Look, you have a reversal thing. Really fast speed slide. Huh. Looks cool. All right, let's go check out that top spin because it was really flipping a lot. Right, so this is actually a top spin too, which is a smaller version of the original top spin. But other than that, pretty much identical. We're gonna go ahead and do this one. I'm not gonna take it a long story. My mount is, I'm not comfortable bringing it on this right now. So, my gear is falling apart for so that was fun. 7 flips in a row. That was quite intense. Didn't really feel much different than a real top spin one. Just smaller, and the restraints are just as tight on my collarbone as the other ones are, so somewhat uncomfortable. It wasn't manual programmed, it was totally pre-programmed, and it was fun. Not as intense, I'm sure, as some stuff on the fair. Alright, well, I love my boat rides, so let's give this one a try. Anna, did you been in boat then? And check out that pirate ride, see if that's a trial attack or a dark ride. I'm guessing it's probably a trial attack, so we'll check that out. I think that's going to be about it from Hellendoorn. We've been here for about 2 hours, and that's about all I need, I think. I could probably ride the Vekoma one more time if I really wanted to, but it's not necessary. If it was walk-on, I would totally do it a second time. It's a nice little park. It's weird because it feels like it's a family park, but then they have like a couple of really extreme rides like Tornado, that top spin. It's a weird mix of rides. And then they have a newer water park that's definitely doing very well. By the way, I love that the rapids rides here in Europe actually have these wide channels where there can be some randomness enacted into it. When I rode F-Links last night, I didn't get the recording, but we kept on passing a couple boats that were like stuck, or we bumped one and got it on its way. So that was just really cool. And in America, it's just a narrow channel. Some of them started out like this, and then, I don't know, they had issues with a boat getting stopped for a second because people were freaking out. So a lot of them, they put up wood channels. See how it's like kind of stuck there for a second? It's kind of nice because you're like just like bobbing around, and oh, there you go. See? Yeah, I really like this about them. So no time to ride it. It looks like a half an hour liner, so if I were to guess. And it's all uncovered. That's the only thing about this park that I'm very annoyed about. All the queue lines I've been in have been uncovered. And it's kind of hot today, so I wasn't going to put sunscreen on because I was like, oh, you know, most parks in Europe have really good shade, but this one does not. So I'm really glad I put some of that sunscreen on. So just be forewarned. So, all right. So we gave Tornado a second go towards the middle of the train. Definitely a rough ride. Didn't realize it was my first ride. I was focusing too much on the filming. I like the two corkscrews more that Whirlwind had. That is very definite. But you know, it's okay. It's nothing to write home about, but I didn't hate it. I really like the look of the log flume here. Looks pretty I don't know, on the hillside there, it makes it look way bigger than it actually is. So it actually uses a train, it looks like. Most definitely. That's pretty cool. Not sure who it's from. They all look the same, let's be honest. This could be an arrow for all I know. Well, this is some dark ride. Oops. Yeah, this was not a dark ride ever. Just bumper cars. Oopsie. Alright, so that is going to do it from Hellendoorn. And we are going to move on to our next park, where I'm going to ride my 1000th roller coaster. Join me, shall you? It's going to be a special one.